Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Florida Gators, taking on another SEC rival, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away first. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Alabama's offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He's got it. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys too. He's got...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Escapes the sack. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Florida Gators offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got it in the middle. It's Wolf. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He'll just keep slinging it. Grab behind the line. It's Wolf. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. Looking to move it through the air. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Tanner. He's got his man across the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now rolling to the left.
Great job.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the QB has had a nice drive. And this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively. And even better, getting him on the ground.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Third and goal from way back there. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're trying to get to it. And into the end zone, and they corral him at the 2-yard line. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Back to throw, it's Tanner. Fires into the end zone. Lofted toward the sideline, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here comes that Alabama offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense.
Off he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Nicholson. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Feeling some heat. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass, it's Tanner. Firing to the right, complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give on the counter. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Catch in the middle. It's Myers. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Brady. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Tulane. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He looks that one in nicely. At the 45 on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it set up on the outside.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there is absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Going up top on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Leaves it with the running back. Pick up of 5, it'll be 3rd down and 5. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Using his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off-play action on 1st down. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Floats it out in space.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum.
Looking for the end zone. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll throw it. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Florida! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Houston.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll throw it on first down. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They keep attacking through the air. Pulls it in. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Really nice job there by both guys, to throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. He wants to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking for a man. It's Tanner. Gets rid of it. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Taking it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Florida. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Tanner. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Steps away. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Nicholson. Stops after making the catch. And here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a big gain. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll give it to the back.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Runs through a tackle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Might as well give it to him again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass, it's Tanner. He finds his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The running back has it. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Headed to the end zone, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Central Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Nicholson. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Alabama quickly back to the line. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
And it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get 1, it's a nice day. But when you get 2, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Trying to pound it in. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Caught close to the marker, it's Brady. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Gators are flying down the field. They'll give it to him again. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Tanner. Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick release by the QB. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Gain of 11. And that's a first down for the offense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Tanner. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Meyer. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He spins that thing down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, there are times a quarterback and a receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the Gators brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Brady. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Dropping back, it's Tanner. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He wants to throw it again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're bringing heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Tanner. trying to get to it. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. A shot toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Nicholson. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Snap from the gun on third down. On target. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Back to throw, it's Tanner. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap it from the 34 on first and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Offense set on first down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.